Hello, everybody, and welcome. Thank you so much for being here. This is the final rocket fuel training for 2026. We are 2025. I'm already in 2026. We're super excited to have you here, and we're just so grateful to really just have an opportunity to share how you can grow and build your business into the new year. I believe that there's still so much time left for you to really make a meaningful impact. And so here at doTERRA South Africa, we want to make sure that we as corporate help you and empower you the best way that we can. And so I'll get things started by sharing my screen. And this particular training, we will look at how you can really lead with the business. So we've had this question come up quite a lot with many people really just wanting to know how they can lead with the business. And I think this is a very important touch point when it comes to you sharing your business and really just sharing the work that you do. And so let me just find my screen quickly. If you can just give me 1 second. Here it is. Second. Okay, so let me share my screen now that I've found it. Apologies for the delay. I'm not even on the Zoom.
We see you.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay, here it is. All right, so if you can see my screen, reshare again without you seeing everything else. Okay, you can see my screen?
You're good. Yes.
Hey, thank you very much. All right, so let's get straight into it. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, we will be speaking really about how you can make that real impact and start impacting the people who you always love to take from, who talks about influence and how are in your life and in and around you. And so that's why it's important for you to know that as a wellness advocate, you really are impacting lives, making real impact and impacting lives in a real way. And when we talk about this, we talk about the co-impact sourcing, the Healing Hands initiatives, all of these great platforms where you can share your business while sharing the good things that we do and what we stand for as an organization. I think it's also important that you get to understand that doTERRA really is not just a business. You know, I want you to start seeing it as a cause. And this beautiful quote by Justin Harrison, who says, "Hope is the reason people join doTERRA. Hope for solutions, hope for a better life, but belief is the reason that they stay. Belief that doTERRA is not just a company, but it is a cause." And he could not have said it better, because when we look at the world that we live in today, I mean, everyone knows, even past the pandemic, that having one stream of income just doesn't cut it. And so while everybody's looking for all of these different income streams, and there's so much that is out there, and people are getting overwhelmed and scammed, you are sitting here with an incredible solution, one that can impact the lives of people across various generations. And so we look at all of the global trends when it comes to really how people are looking at extra income. And in the past 12 months, as you can see, all of these different generations, people saying yes to an extra income. And it's about time that the people that you have spoken to, the people that you have influence over, start saying yes to what you also have to offer. And so when we talk about the customer lifestyle, this presentation here and what I'm sharing with you is really what I would love you to take and to be able to share with the people who want to get to know about the business. When it comes to leading with the business, it really is showing the people who are already using the essential oils, who are already using the products within our foundational wellness pyramid, who want to know how they too can start impacting lives just like you. And so you take them through this customer life cycle and help them really understand where they are and where you are, and also where they can go and how they can start to lead and impact lives. And so in every journey, when you are using a doTERRA essential oil, we all start as a product user. And so that's the first step. We then move from being a product user and we start to talk to people around us, in our communities, the people that we have influence over, and we start sharing these incredible products in amazing essential oils and all of our other products that are powered by essential oils. And you become a sharer. From being a sharer, you then start to show other people how they can start using the product and sharing. And you then become a builder. And what is a builder? A builder is somebody who duplicates what they do by showing people how they too can do it. And so from being a builder, you then build yourself to being a leader. And here you truly are empowering people and helping them duplicate themselves and show other people how to be product users, how to be sharers, how to be builders, and how to be leaders. And so this is the customer life cycle as a doTERRA user. And so when we talk about the compensation plan, it truly is the elevated compensation plan with the whole idea and the ethos and just the inspiration behind it to really propel you and your business into future growth. So looking ahead, doTERRA had to sit down and really understand where the market is right now and where we are heading with all of the changes that are happening in the world around us with the Internet of Things. How are we going to create a wellness advocate that builds a sustainable business into the future? And so this compensation plan truly is the answer to that question. And it will help you and the people that you are building this business with really elevate your businesses into the future and continue to impact lives. Now, it's very important to note that when you do share this, you do make people aware that results are based on time, how much time you put in. I always say it's either you're doing doTERRA full-time or part-time, but never sometimes. Right? And so it's about that commitment. It's about the effort that you put in. How much effort are you putting in? How much time are you consistently showing up for in your business? And also the skill, learning these new skills, being part of these kind of gatherings and trainings where you're able to upskill yourself and learn something new that you too can impart into your team to help your team duplicate themselves as well. And so we talk about the power of three amplified. Now, the power of three amplified truly, it's an update. It's why, let me update you on why it matters rather. So the power of three as it has lived truly is an incredible form of earning in our doTERRA compensation plan. And this amplified power of three is one way that can help the people that you are building a business with be able to earn money within the first 100 days. of network marketing professionals will tell you that if you're able to show people how to earn within the first 100 days in their business, they're more likely to stay and continue to build because they have seen those results. And I know you have had that experience where when you do get to earn in your business, it makes a difference, no matter how much it is. It is that reinforcement that you need to continue building your business. And so we talk about the different ways to earn in our doTERRA business. And so we have the two ways in which you can earn. We'll categorize them into two parts. However, when I look at our marketing plan and when I look at our compensation plan, it truly is multiple income streams in one business. And when you're able to share with people how they can unlock these multiple income streams in one business, you really are able to empower them and show them how they can build forward and really build a strong and meaningful business. And so we start with commissions. When we talk about commissions, these are earnings that are paid out on product sales. So these commissions, you earn them either from retail profits, which is something you can do by retailing the products that you buy at wholesale price to your customers at retail price, which you can always empower your customers by helping them become wholesale customers themselves. And in that way, they get to earn their savings and they also get to really immerse themselves in the various product catalog that we have and our community here within doTERRA. And also the second way in which you can earn in commissions is Unilevel. And like we always say, our uni level is 7 levels deep. And the more you grow your business, the deeper and more sustainable you grow your business, the more you get to earn and the more you get to see results. And also the fast start. That's another commission, a way in which you can earn in your commissions. And I will explain that in just a bit. Then we have the bonuses. Bonuses are earnings that are paid out when you meet specific sales structures and rank requirements within your business. So this includes Power of Three and the different pools that you can earn depending on the level that you are on and also which empowerment pool you are earning from at any given time. And so I'm going to share more information about Fast Start and Power of Three. So just as a quick recap, when we talk about when you first start your business, there are two main ways to earn. And unless you unlock these two main ways, the other ways don't really matter. So that's the first one is the fast start. Now, fast start, as we know, paid weekly on new enrollees, a volume for your first 60 days. And so, these fast starts really keep us going in our business. It really is the lifeline of your business because the lifeline of your business are new customers. So bringing in those new customers allows you to really build a solid business and get that income that is continuous on a weekly basis. So the uni level ranks, as I've mentioned, that those are the organizational bonuses that you get, which are 7 levels deep. And then Power of Three, the second main way in which you earn. Power of Three, and right now I'll be sharing the Power of Three Amplified and what it means and how it can help you build a strong, sustainable, and meaningful business. And the performance bonuses, when you reach a certain rank, you get your performance bonus, you get your performance pool bonuses, and these really do empower you as someone who is growing and building a sustainable business. And so when we talk about starting the fast start, right? Let's talk about fast start. So fast start is 20% that is paid on a Wednesday, like I said. And how you can earn this 20% is with your new customers. So all of the orders for the first 60 days. How do you get customers? you share, right? You go out there and you share the incredible oils, the incredible products that you have that are powered by essential oils. You have your one-on-ones with people, meet up for coffee, never have lunch alone. Always make sure that you've got a friend, a family, a person that you've met, a contact that you are, adding to your contact list on a regular daily basis. And so those one-on-ones really go a long way in people just experiencing our products, because once you experience our essential oils, you truly are transformed. And I'm pretty sure you know what I mean. And so the second part, those in-person classes, whether they are in community setting, whether they're at home, people are open now. People really want to connect and they're looking for that connection. And so people want a community. You can start creating those spaces safe spaces where people can come and meet together as a community. So those in-person classes, as well as online classes, like these kinds of trainings and, all other classes that we have, whether it's the end of the first 2nd of December call that we're going to have with Dr. Riggs, who's going to tell us all about the BOGO products that we are purchasing currently, and help us really dive and dig deep. This is where you invite your customers that have bought a BOGO product, that have, immersed themselves in our incredible product range. You invite them to come and hear, the science behind our incredible essential oils and our amazing foundational wellness products. And in this way, you really are able to tap into that fast start on a weekly basis. And so let's talk about the Power of 3 or Path to 8,000 pods that are paid to you monthly. And so we'll be speaking about these pods, and I want you to really understand how you can help somebody who wants to start in this business really understand how they can earn in the first few months of them starting in our business. And so if that was you at the top there, you have your 100 PV order every single month, you are a VIP LRP 30%er, and you're able to really use your oils, you are sharing your oils, and you are inviting people into your business, right? And in order for you to get paid in your first 800 Rand in the first month, in your level 1, a pod rather, you need to have 500 PV from any LRP orders on your front line. So these are the people on your front line. The 500 PV can come from anywhere from the people on your front line, which I think is quite revolutionary, because if you remember in the previous Power of 3, one person had to have a specific PV in order for you to tap into that. And here we're allowing you to really stretch it and really bring in the people in your community and on your different lines in your organization to earn and to use their products. And you can also then tap into that by earning your 800 Rand on your level 1 pod. And so 100 PV on the pod must be personally enrolled by you. And so if you want to then earn on level 2, level 2, right? In order for you to earn on level 2, that's where you then earn your 4,000 Rand in a month. You have to first have your 100 PV order, and your 100 PV order of the pod, of your first pod, must be personally enrolled. That previous one that we saw, as long as you keep those people that are on your front line understanding that using their oils and sharing their oils is really a way in which they can maintain and sustain the goodness of our essential oils and our products, then by them helping you keep that pod, you will then be able to duplicate what you have done. And like I said earlier, when you start to duplicate, you really are showing people how you have done it. So how do you help people maintain their LRP and stay on LRP? And so the pod's PV does not include the upline order, right? So let's look at how you then tap into level 3. In level 3, you people on your front line how to do what you did to earn your first 800, right? So let's take Nonku for an example. Nonku then has to show the people that are on her front line how they can continue to stay on LRP so that, and also to purchase their products and use their products so that Nonku can have her 500 PV. Janet as well needs her 500 PV, and Nasira needs a 500 PV, all of which the 100 PV must be personally enrolled by them. And by you duplicating this and showing them how to do what you did, you then tap into level 2 path to 8,000, and you get your 4,000 Rand in that second month, right? And so the power of 3 boost is then where you earn your 800 plus 400 Rand from your personal growth volume. This, you 1,600 Rand in addition. So this is the boost to your path to 8,000. And this is just on your first level of your path to 8,000. And how do you earn on your boost on your second level of your path to 8,000? You earn your 4,000 Rand by showing 3 people how to do what you did to get your first 800. And by that, you earn your 4,000 plus 800 Rand of your personal growth volume. And in total, you earn yourself 8,000. And that is your path to 8,000. And so when you talk about personal growth volume, it really is the total amount of LRP volume in the current month for personally enrolled members who enrolled in the previous 12 months, okay? So this volume can then come from anywhere in your organization, and it will help you earn that boost. So an example of this is that you can see all of these people that are enrolling throughout the year. Anytime within 12 months, you are excluded from this. So as you can see on the top right-hand corner, you are excluded from the count. However, everybody else who has accumulated PVs then gets added up onto this LRP, this volume, the growth volume, the personal growth volume, and they help you earn your personal growth volume, which helps you tap into your boost. And so the power of 3 pod that is paid monthly on the third level is then where we are tapping. It's a second level still, but now also third level because you are now tapping into the boost. And so that's how you get to that 8,000. And that is simply your path to 8,000. And I think if you can learn how to really master the education around this and just the simplicity of showing people how you can start somewhere, teach certain habits within your customer base and your wellness advocates, show them how you have done it by selecting just 3 or 4 or 5, depending on how you're building your business and depending on who the stars are, who are the people who are shining in your business, who you can help really impart your knowledge into and help show them how you have done what you've done. You're able to then tap into this 8,000 Rand that you can get paid monthly. And I don't know about you, but 8,000 Rand can make a huge difference in my life. Looking at the cost of things, it's a BOGO week, it's Black Friday tomorrow, it's hectic. Lots is going on. And so this goes a long way in you also just helping your own team grow. So, when you have this kind of bonus, you're able to create more gatherings with your team. You're able to really focus more attention on people who need attention in your team. You're able to assist where you need to in your team, but definitely without spoon feeding. And so when we talk about the diamond formula, using this path to 8,000 to explain the diamond formula, this is how you would get to diamond. And so, like I said earlier, it's important when you share this information that you do let people know that this is based on effort. it's based on time and commitment, right? And if you are committed to building a strong and sustainable business into the future, this is an incredible way in which you can simply explain how you can get to diamond. And so if you see yourself as Jessica the Diamond on the screen right now, you can definitely get yourself here and get the people that are in your team on this level as well. And how would you do that? By simply duplicating yourself, because that's what leaders do. And so if you are Jessica and you're a diamond, you would have shown 4 people on your team how to get to the path to 8,000, how to earn your 8,000 power of 3 pod 3, right? And so if you've got as a diamond, you need to have 4 silvers under you in order for you to be a diamond. And these silvers need to have 3 elites under them. And all of these people needed to have shown how you can get there. And if you can help 12 people earn their 8,000, you can find yourself as a diamond. And how would you do that? Simply by showing them how you have done it. And so you nurture your customers, you really show them how being part of your organization is a reward. You give them all of the information that they need. You empower them with the information that they need to know. Just as an example, if your customer is always contacting you to ask you where their shipment is and when their product is coming, by empowering them, you're showing them how to go onto the Courier Guy website, put their label on there and track the parcel themselves. That is empowerment. And it goes a long way in you building a sustainable business. And so in order to build to diamond, if you just help 12 people earn that path to 8,000 pod, level 3 pod, you're able to really get yourself onto that diamond level and really start building a strong and sustainable business. And so the diamond formula is really not just about income, it's about income and impact. It's not only about the paycheck, it's about the people's lives that you'll change. The formula represents 52 lives. 52 lives that you can transform through pure, powerful products that are rewriting what wellness looks like today. And so this is purpose driven. You are building a business, you're earning an income, and it's a pretty good income, if you ask me, And when you do start tapping into this income and you start tapping into this income bracket, you're able to continue to impact more lives, which really just makes what you do rewarding, even on the days when it's hard to do it. And so how does this look like for you? Right? So see yourself in here and try to understand how it looks like for you. So if you have your pod A volume processed 480 PV and you have your pending 215, you have your pod B volume with your processed and your pending PV, your pod C volume, your processed and your pending PVs, PGVs, you are able to really tap into this. And this you can understand by really breaking down your own business and seeing how this can affect you in your organization by looking at your own geographic tree. And so what about maintaining the boost? How do you maintain this boost? So on the first level, to maintain the boost that you will get if you are earning your 800, you have to have that 400 PGV in your organization from anybody in the organization over 12 months. And also the number of foundational wellness bundles that you are promoting and you are sharing to people. That would be 4 of them right? You are enrolling one person each quarter who gets on the rewards with the bundle, right? This is if you are leading with the bundle in your business. You could be leading with any other product, as long as you are really showing people how to get value by using their products on a regular basis, and also keep coming back to your organization to get their healthcare needs sorted from your organization, because they could choose anybody else. So ask yourself, why are your customers choosing you to do business with? And so if you're on 4,000 pod and you're earning your 4,000 Rand, in order for you to keep your boost and to maintain your boost, you need to have 800 PGV in your organization, anywhere from anyone over 12 months. And this would translate to you sharing and enroll and getting 7 people to be on Foundational Wellness Bundle. And this would be enrolling 2 people each quarter who get onto the rewards with the bundle, only one for one of the quarters. All right. And so when it comes to you really sharing your business, it is all about you understanding how you can help people get from point A to point B in the simplest way. And so for some people, sharing this can be a bit complicated, but how do you simplify it? And how do you use their life stories and their experiences to really help them understand? And in a group setting, if you're presenting this presentation in a group setting where you've invited a number of people to come and learn about the business that you're doing and to come and see how they can start making an extra income with, living a healthy lifestyle and sharing health, you can then share this and also allow them to ask you questions offline. Tell them to contact you, ask you questions, get them on a 3-way with one of your leaders, get them on a 3-way with someone in your cross line who has an incredible story. Share people's testimonies. Testimonies and stories are what rule the world. The world goes round and round on stories. And so share a story, because you do not know how a story might resonate with somebody. And it might not be your story. And that's okay too. As you build your journey within doTERRA and you build your own story, you can borrow from other people's stories, share their stories and how their stories empowered you and how they shaped your life today. And so as we wrap things up, we have the Mauritius trip that is coming up, the Mauritius incentive. It's always a great way to really share with people how you are incentivized in our business with multiple streams of income in it, right? To really work hard and play hard. And so working hard and playing hard is something that everybody loves. Everybody loves an all expense paid trip. I don't care who you are. Okay. And so when you're able to share that, when you work your business with consistency and you're really showing up every single day like you say you will, you are able to tap into these incredible incentives that are at your doorstep, and whosoever can tap into them. And so 2026 Rave Nala Attitude Resort, we will be there, and we cannot wait to be there with you. There's still ample time for you to reach the requirements for this incentive. And so I encourage you to run with it by leading with business to those people who are already using the oils, to new people that you are meeting online every day. People are looking for solutions and people are looking for you. And so you have a growth mindset. Just by virtue of you being here tonight, you could have been anywhere else. You decided to come and learn how you can grow your business further. And that's that growth mindset that really pushes you to the next level. So we encourage you to just come as you are and grow as you go. You're not going to know everything all at once. You won't be able to articulate it. You won't be able to, say it and say all the right things. And there's power in that. There's power in you not knowing everything, because by that, you show the people that are coming into this world, doTERRA world, for the first time, that they don't have to know everything. They don't have to be experts in health. They don't have to be people who know the product. And so how you articulate that every time somebody asks you a question that you don't know, or sometimes that you even know, it is powerful for you to say, you know what? I actually don't know, but I will find out and I'll get back to you on that today or tomorrow. And make sure you get back to them, because that will show them that, number one, you're committed, you say what you say you will do, and you do not know everything, which makes it so relatable. You know, everybody relates to people who don't know everything, because I believe that there's always something to learn. And so there are many questions that we get asked, and lots of wellness advocates always say, I'm not great at getting people on rewards yet. Well, yes, you might not be great at getting people on rewards yet. However, when you are leading with nurturing, you're able to show people the value in what you offer. And so people don't buy something based on the price of the product. They buy something based on the value. The question you need to ask yourself is, did I share and show the value that is in what I have to say and what I have to share with them and my products and my services? And so let's continue to connect with people, share our essential oils, share our incredible products that are powered by essential oils, and also just assist your own team in really wrapping up the year strong as well. You know, help them really understand where they are and how they can move forward. Share your stories with authenticity too. You know, I always say, when a leader shares with vulnerability, not sharing your failures, but sharing how you believe you can improve. It really shows people that, oh, okay, it means they don't have it together like I thought they did, which means I have an opportunity. And what I love about network marketing is that it's a respecter of no man. Anybody who believes in themselves can start in this business today and far exceed the people that they started the business with. And so I love this industry about that, because there's one thing you cannot play at network marketing, and it is really work. You know, it's network marketing. And so when you put in the work, you truly do get to see those incredible results. So what are some of the biggest challenges you face when it comes to finding prospective customers? These are questions that you can ask yourself as well as you start to unwind the year. And also reconnecting. How do you get back to people that you haven't spoken to in a long time? Some people you even feel a little icky about contacting them, right? Why not just say hi? What does it hurt? You know, you're just saying hi, how are you? I thought about you. You're not selling. This is what we call social selling. You know, you truly are impacting people's lives, and a lot of that has to do with building meaningful relationships. You know, it's one of the important parts of just the pyramid of health and well-being, right? Even Maslow's hierarchy of needs will tell you that building those meaningful relationships, having that sense of belonging, really counts. And so show people that they belong, even if you haven't spoken to them in a long time. There's always it's always the right time to say hello again. And so reach out to past customers, share updates on the new products that we have, such exciting products. Share updates on the BOGOs, share updates on the things that are happening. I mean, so many freebies in this BOGO. I've never seen anything like it in my life. It's super exciting. And so offer a fresh start. Tell people that, you know what, I know you started with your essential oils and you probably, kicked them to the curb or you put them on the wayside. But now's always the best time for you to reconnect with yourself, with your body again, get to understand yourself, and listen to your body. There's no better time for you to start being healthy than today. And so you have that solution as a doTERRA wellness advocate. So use it. Provide tailored samples or targeted solution bundles that address common health concerns. Targeted solutions are so important. And how do you get to tap into targeted solutions? By getting to know the people that you're talking to. And so when you reach out to people, you don't reach out to them wanting to sell to them. You reach out to them wanting to get to know them. And by getting to know them, you're able to really understand what they would need, and they're able to instantly gravitate towards it without even you having to convince them, which you shouldn't. And so create those exclusive incentives within your team as you continue to grow and you earn in your business. Plow back into your business. How can I use this, these incentives? How can I use this growth in order to build my business even further? And what are the biggest obstacles when it comes to you educating, whether it's impromptu connections, whether it's holding classes, whether it's wellness consults. And I hope you still do wellness consults because they're so powerful in going back, especially with people who you haven't seen in a long time and you haven't spoken to in a long time. It's great to always ask, hey, how's that shoulder doing? It means a lot to people to know that you listened. And so ask yourself these questions and prepare the what ifs. I'm going to share this with you. And so you'll see all these different what ifs. What if there are concerns over internal use? You share that information. We have all of those resources that are available for you to share on the oils that we can use internally, the oils that we can use topically. And what if, there's low attendance or no shows? I always say, even just one person or yourself shows up to a Zoom, do that Zoom, carry on with it, record it because you showed up. And so preparations, always knowing who you are, where you are, who you're going to be teaching, who are you talking to, adjusting your language as needed. If you're speaking to your learned friends versus you speaking to your chilled out friends, know and read the mood, read the room, know how to present yourself and to be professional in every setting. And so finally, my tip for you, before the meetings, whether it's online or in person or on the phone, always know how you're going to lead, whether it's you're going to lead with the business, whether you're going to lead with the product, which both are incredible. Send material ahead of time. Send them a cheat sheet. Send them information that they need. Send them a video. The third-party tool is always an incredible way to open the door and to open up people's minds without you going there first. And why that's important is because people will hear you, but people will hear something else even better, right? And so when that something else comes to their mind first, then when you come, it's already laid the ground for you and you're able to just cruise in sharing what you have to share. And they also have questions by the time you start sharing. And so discover the needs of the people that are attending all of your events. Take a moment to think about the teachers and the mentors who've had the most meaningful impact in your life. That one teacher that you can't forget, that's the teacher that you need to be. What made them stand out and why? So understand that and become that for somebody else. And what are the top questions or challenges that you have around the topic of finding new customers? Think about that. Ask your teams this question. Let them see and learn, and impart the knowledge that you get from here. It's not just for you. It's for you to go out there and continue to impact their lives too. And so the world needs wellness. And you, my friend, are the messenger for wellness. And I don't want you to think that you're the expert. I don't want you to think that you're the doctor. I don't want you to think that you are, the number cruncher of the wellness. No, you are the messenger of wellness. And so take the message, send it out there. Ask for help when you need it. Use third-party tools to help you. If you don't know an answer to something, gladly say, I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to find out. Whether you send them a resource, a PDF, whether you get on a three-way call with a leader, whether you just find out from someone and bring back that information, make sure that you continue to stay a messenger of health and not an expert of wellness. And so that's how I wrap things up. This is just to show you that our Africa analytics are really looking good. We are at the best time in our market to really grow some strong business. We're looking for the next founder. We're looking for the next diamond. We're looking for the next blue diamond and the next presidential diamond. And I know that it is you. And so we want you to step up and really step into the role that you need to play in this market, in this a continent to grow Africa and to really take doTERRA Africa to the next level. And so I want you to think big. I want you to really work at building where you are. We are on solid ground and we want to grow this business with you. Thank you very much. That's how I wrap things up.